Hey, what is good, everyone? Theory here. And today we've got something a bit different. We've got Kazunoko rocking a bit of Gran. Obviously, he is number one, I believe, in the leaderboard at the moment, grinding it out with Lancelot. So I thought it was interesting to see him playing a bit of Gran. You know, you can see everyone's matches on the replay list. So thought we'd give that one a watch. I'm not going to bait it up and saying he's switching from Lancelot because Lancelot is great and fits his style perfectly, but as the guy that won Capcom Cup via up kicks, it'd be nice to see him with a true reversal. So let's just get right into it and see how he interprets his character, you know. So playing against Naramaya, not a particularly polarizing character, but can pose her own threats in matchups. Seeing right there, that that's something that you got to make sure the opponent can do as a ground player. React to boot with a DP. You got easy inputs in this game. Definitely when someone spaces a boot like that to be safe, you kind of got to get punished on it. Dodging it though, not necessarily the one. Just keeping this corner pressure. Like, this button is very good. I mean, we all know it. 5H, super good. If Naramaya presses anything here, he's obviously buffering an EXDP or not EXDP, EX Fireball or EX Boot behind this. And it's very difficult to whiff punish. So he just kind of can throw it out. You can see he kind of wants to fight his way in a bit closer here. Yeah. Takes off half her health before she breaks out of the corner, so not that big of a deal. And puts her back straight in that corner with the EX Boot. Just slow pressure. I really like this. Just grinding away. I've got this amazing button. I'm going to trap you here. Fucking try and get out. Because anything you do, I'm going to punish you for it. Which I really like. Man, what a crazy series of options. For his EX projectile, walks back to try and bait some sort of like jab to maybe keep him away, and then goes the EX boot. This is the sort of shit that I wanted to see from Kazunoko, right? Just used all of his specials in the last, 5 seconds. And that's the Kazunoko classic. He's so good at mixing up options, and that's what makes him brilliant. And right there, punishing the overhead. Oh no, it was a jump as well. Jesus. Punishing it with a close A. Just great stuff. This is what we know Kazunoko for. He is very good at keeping momentum, using different options at different ranges, keeping you guessing, and he has a different style of footsies, which is super just interesting to watch. And seeing it rock with Gran, who has all these amazing options, is awesome. Once again, punishing boot with the DP, which I'm super stoked that the Naramaya is doing. If you can't do that, you just suffer in this matchup. You can see, Kazunoko is still staying at that range where he can threaten the boot, which I still really love. And then when he breaks past it, it's normally with some sort of explosive motion, be it a jump, a run-in. I like that he's doing that. You threaten the boot, and then you move around that threat, which is very cool. It's what opens up a lot of Gran's mix-up opportunities and ways of getting around in neutral. Once again, forcing it to block. It's a really good job of just keeping these strings nice, varied. Lots of different variable timings. Alright, how does he fight his way out of the corner here? Yeah, if you block that slash, bad on whiff, good on block. You're going to get a full conversion here. You should be able to get a nice little safe jump. Goes to the jump once again. Man, Kazunoko is very good at going calling out bullshit pressure. Naramaya has to be a bit bullshit with her pressure. It's not all going to be guaranteed, but Kazunoko is doing a great job. And I like that role. The universal options aren't brilliant against boot, but rolling out of the corner and getting yourself some space is not a bad shout, even if you don't get a punish, and even if you may have been negative there. DP punish once again. Good and consistent. Kazunoko is not going to be discouraged from doing it, but that sort of consistency on a punish is always nice. Alright. Man, this is also a very good option. Just run up sweep. Obviously the sweep, as we all know, it's got good recovery to it. It's low profiles, the fucking recovery frames were low profile for some reason. It's the sole 2D of this game, which is awesome that Kazunoko is playing that. But jump straight over, and man, Kazunoko was confident he wasn't going to get a button. I imagine if the Naramaya Whiffed button on the come down. That'll be it. Makes sense. Yeah, good cross up there. Gets counter hit as well. It may have messed up Kazunoko's inputs on maybe a reversal or something. Just keeping this corner pressure. Nice. Just uses the fireball. Just keeps it simple. Naramai is like staggering her pressure. Actually, that was like straight after, right? Let's have a look at that. So he's staggering the pressure. And then just throws straight away, throws a fireball. Like, come on then, fucking walk up H again. You're going to get hit by the fireball. Uses the boot to cover the ground behind the fireball and keep pressure going. Very just good, solid use of the fireball. Like, mixing these two tools so well together. Jab DP. Going to be a good chunk of damage here. Started off with a light, so not going to be an insane amount. But the tap should do it. Going to be close enough. Yeah, that's the cool thing we need to take away from this, right? It's not just the fireball, it's not just the boot. It's the threat of both individually and both combined. That's what's making his neutral so good here. And then mixing in the runs, the jumps, very varied options. I say it so many times when I'm watching Kazunoko play, but it never stops being worth highlighting. I'm surprised he doesn't jump out here. Like, I understand jumping back in the corner. It's a classic, right? But he's got such a good jumping option. I'm shocked he didn't just go for the jump out. Obviously, maybe he was scared of the DP, but even still. Brilliant. Nice DP straight out of there. Reacting to the cancel on that. Just going straight for the DP. You can see he's already holding forward when he was doing it. Using the EX, keeping it nice and safe. Good pressure as well, working to the corner. Oh, you think you're sick. Nice, man. Fucking 50 Shades of Ryu Street Fighter 4, right? Just crouch strong. That's nice. Love that sort of pressure. Closed out in a really solid fashion there. Kazunoko was looking a bit... No, I'll say that I think the Narumaya was actually moving around Kazunoko more than anything. Like this. We're seeing a lot of like whiffed boots right now, and I think that's sick. He's just like adapting and moving around a little bit more, and see how Kazunoko himself reacts to this. Does he slow down the pressure? Does he keep going? Because like the whiffs aren't really punishing him. That's a punish more than anything. And his slow pokes, definitely playing around with the tempo of the game. But Narumaya is definitely like responding to it correctly. He's getting perfect jumps. This feels like a really solid fucking round. Goes to the guaranteed stuff. It's going to push him away. Such a good little string. Nice. Just worked him to the corner so well. I'm going to rewind this afterwards, because it just feels as if Kazunoko has done such a good job of working him to the corner without really overcommitting. Give me a lot of chip, trying to bait a little reaction out of it, and there's the punish. Yeah, I want to watch how... Because that went from a corner position, right? So I believe he cornered himself. Yeah, that was... Cornered himself there. Works out of the corner. And yeah, so he's back in the corner, right? This is where we wanted to watch from. How does he fight out of this? So gets a punish but no conversion off that far A. Uses the fireball once again. Whiffs a boot. Not really going to get a punish here. I imagine he was thinking like, oh, maybe Narumaya will go for a DP on reaction and I get punished. Nothing happens, but does control a lot of space by doing that. Goes for the sweep. Run up sweep, as we've been saying. Really good option. Very long range. And it's defiable, man. It's defiable. It's complementing all of these buttons and all of these decisions. I love it. It's just like using that fireball as a pressure tool, you know. That's the thing. And there was the big whiff from Narumaya that kind of gave him the opening, going for the safe stuff. And it's just, yeah, this is awesome to watch. Completely force Narumaya to the corner. You know, that's like the JDCR equivalent of wave dashing in your face, right? Just whiffing options, using the fireballs, and just pushing you to the corner, making you walk back, not overcommitting, just walking there. It was awesome play from fucking Kazunoko. just want to see more of this fireball game. Yeah, the keeping the varying speed, like timings as well in neutral was really good as well. And Narumaya is fighting back like wholeheartedly. I wonder if that was so. One thing you can do against this move, and you get it with Lance's far B as well, is you can react to them cancelling it. So you can't really react to what special they're going for. You react to them cancelling the move. And that's cool because it means you can punish things that they like might use to come in a bit closer. But throwing a projectile in there is a way of baiting that. Like, oh, okay, you can react to me cancelling this far H, but if I'm not in space for your DP to hit me, what does that matter? And that's exactly what gets shown there. He's going to get a full, nice little punish. And that's the corner already. Jesus, one conversion into a throw and a safe jump. Just going to completely abuse this corner position. Oh, yeah, that will happen sometimes. That will happen. Narumaya goes for that EX, and you can see here, whiffs a button, because she's behind you, and you get slapped for it. You lose corner positioning. Good pressure. He's going to spend all the meter. Yeah, of course he is. Who doesn't love that combo, man? That frame trap's doing wonders right now. This is really solid pressure right here. I know I'm meant to be focusing on the Kazunoko, but Jesus Christ, I love this pressure from Narumaya. Like, awesome. Just really just stifling the dashes between. Even though Kazunoko's beaten a lot of them out, it's just working wonders. Happily just run up, goes for the overhead, does it again. Oh my god, you're rude. Shimmy into throw. Jesus, that was watch. Let's watch that one again, man. No, like it was obviously just like a lot of like hard offensive reads, right? So anti-airs him, runs up again, gets the throw, runs up again, there's the overhead, runs up again, gets the overhead. That's just like real basic aggressive pressure that just works out. I mean, I don't care how sick you are, people are still gonna whiff throws and get overheads, like get hit by the overhead. It's gonna happen. Everyone wants to take the throw, but 20 years of muscle memory will make that shit difficult. Anyway, that was cool seeing Kazunoko play this character. The fireball game was the bit that I want to take away from that, because the way he was using it very sporadically was awesome. Controlling space, setting up the boot, setting up neutral. It was a setup tool more than anything, and that's a rad little take on it. Anyway, hopefully that was as interesting to you as it is for me. And hopefully you're doing all right in quarantine, and take care of yourselves.